Listen, Ruben Amorim is the new head coach of Manchester United. It is official as confirmed by the club in a statement that has been released just a few minutes ago. My name is Webb. Welcome to the United of Sport. It's a quick breaking update, one that we've all been waiting for. Well, like Christians do wait for the return of Jesus Christ, trust you me, Man United supporters have been waiting for this confirmation, and here it comes. Of course, found me in a conference, but I mean, there's always time for you to excuse yourself and break such big news. Now, Ruben Amorim has signed a contract that will see him stay as head coach of Manchester United until 2027. His first day in office will be the first day of this next international break, the 11th of November, and that is after he leads his team against Braga in the Portuguese La Liga. So it's certainly exactly what I've been telling you about, guys. In recent days, I gave you the timeline of events. I told you it's this week the confirmation will be coming, and indeed it has come now in the statement that has been released by the club. They talk about him highly as a very good decorated young manager, one of the most exciting young managers of the times, and United are excited to work with him. They say he will be joining the team with a lot of expectation and, of course, anticipation about what the future might hold. Now, Gabriel Agbonlahor, I do recall, a former player in the English Premier League, did speak about him. Of course, I know not so many people who rate Gabriel Agbonlahor in terms of his analysis and stuff, but I've had him mention that he did his coaching badges with Ruben Amorim, and in his view, probably was the best student in class. I think, in his view, he feels Manchester United have finally got the right man for the job. Now, well, we can all hope so. We can all anticipate, but at the end, like they say, always justifies the means, and the only way we can prove that Ruben Amorim is the right man for the Man United job is if he's going to win titles. Now, question is, what are the objectives that have been set for him? Of course, obviously, a club like Manchester United, they expect you to be competing for big titles, to be winning the big games, to be, in the conversations of the hottest teams in global football. But we also know for a fact that in a state of transition like this one, where it's a new management running football for Man United, it's their new identity now for the club, it's a new direction for the club. It takes a bit of time. Now, people will ask you, with the monies that Man United have paid, the 10 million euros they have paid for him, add on there's extra millions that will be paid to Sporting Lisbon to get the backroom staff with whom is going to arrive. Then will Man United have money to spend in the transfer window? Well, listen, the new direction for Ineos is not to keep buying and spending on big players every summer to try and buy success, if I would call it. The new strategy by Ineos is to trust and try to rely on the youngsters and build them into competitors. I'll give you an example. The hottest team currently in global football probably is Barcelona. I mean, and that's based on the fact that they obliterated Bayern Munich, and in a few days, the same team beat the life out of Real Madrid, who arguably have the biggest stars in global football. So what does that show you? That football is not about the stars today. It's about the strategy and trust in the youth. The youth are the future. The squad, Barcelona, in building the young kids they have from their academy, the Lamine Yamals, the Pedri's, whom exactly is not exactly from the Al Masry Academy, but is also considered as one of them. But all these kids they built, they paid about a total of about £5 million for them. But they are probably £200 million, players right now. So it means if you trust the youth and you give them the right coach and structures to develop them, they can get you the results. Yet you don't spend a lot because there is not so money for these clubs to spend lately. So that's exactly what Ineos are trying to do. That's why they brought in a manager who has got a good history, a rich history of working with young players who are modern. He knows the modern game. He's of the times. He's a manager of the times, and the expectation is that will eventually, work with the support that the team and the structure around him will give him to certainly yield results for the team. So that's exactly what Ineos are trying to do. So for me, I think as a Man United supporter, I'm positive about this appointment. I'm excited by it. Of course, what can put you under pressure is the kind of football he's going to play with the players we have. But like I said, the biggest plan for Ruben Amorim is not the old-timers, the players that we know. It's the young kids. Of course, the few who are already in the senior team, but also there's so many we recruited in the last summer. Man United used the last summer transfer window to do business for generations to come. That's why we went for 17-year-old exciting strikers like Chido Obi, 16-year-old, 17-year-old midfielders like Sekou Kone, elevated players like Kobe Maino. This is part of the plan, and Ruben Amorim, who has said his goodbyes already to some of the fans of the team, is the man we trust who is going to be able to guide these boys to the future that we hope to be bright. Beautiful stuff there happening for Man United. As it is now, Ruud van Nistelrooy is taking charge, like I said, of the few home games that we have. Like I broke them down for you in one of my recent videos. But Van Nistelrooy will hold fort until when Ruben Amorim arrives on the 11th. That's the first day of the next international break. So that's the status of the club. That's where we are. It's a breath of life, honestly. It's a fresh air coming into the club. That's put to bed. It's done and dusted. It's always not good if things like this keep dragging on, and they keep in speculations and rumors and all. But it's now official, confirmed, done and dusted. It's a done deal. Ruben Amorim becomes the sixth permanent manager of Manchester United in the past 11 years. What exactly is he going to do? Is he the man who is eventually, like Gabriel Agbonlaho did predict, is he the man who will eventually bring the success that has eluded Manchester United for years? Well, we can only wait and see. His first game will be against Ipswich Town. He will have enough time. Of course, some of the players might not be there as they could be on international duty. The expectation, though, is that some of our players, like it was in the last international break, will forfeit their international duty just to stay and fight for their positions, because trust you me, it's going to be battles everywhere, battles galore for places to impress a boss who is he's described as a good man but a no-nonsense man. He's pure to the game. He certainly knows the challenge he's facing, and he has got to stamp his authority the moment he arrives. So as a player, if you're one of these Man United players who are not certain of their future, you want to stick around, give a good impression, and make of yourself, put a case for yourself as a player who can really be considered to be in the starting team of such a highly rated new manager, who, without a shadow of a doubt, is going to get all the support he can get from Ineos, who are controlling the football matters at Manchester United. It's an exciting new era that's born today, but officially on the 11th of November. Drop down a comment and let me know what you think about Ruben Amorim. What should be success for you in terms of Ruben Amorim. For me, the first thing I think that should be a sign of success is us having a defined playing style, us having a style of play, having a consistent competitive team playing a certain way, an exciting way, and of course, bossing games at Old Trafford. But that, without a shadow of a doubt, will take some time. And speaking of time, that's my time. My name is Webb. This is the United Road Sport. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. I will be catching you later. Peace.